Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. Today we're going to be taking a look at 10 cable TV networks that are most likely to shut down in 2025. Now, I did a video on this earlier, but a lot has changed since the start of 2025. So we're going to update this list, break down why there's some changes, why I'm moving some networks to be my new number one, and shuffling others around. First, though, if you want to learn more about this, I'll put a link to this story I wrote about it over at corecarsnews.com in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. If you like what we do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button or hitting that thumbs up. Do one or both. Lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. All right, so since the start of 2025, we've already had one major cable network with Universal Kids shut down. This comes as kids networks in particular have become very vulnerable, as many kids are now watching YouTube, Crunchyroll, Disney Plus, and other streaming services, and not cable TV. So with all that, I have a new number one most likely to shut down or at least get completely rebranded network. That's Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network has seen a lot of shuffling recently. Sling is dropping it from its orange package, moving it up to an add-on that costs more money. DirecTV has launched a $34.99 a month entertainment package that includes Adult Swim, but not Cartoon Network. Very interesting. Always remember, though, that Cartoon Network and Adult Swim are considered two different networks that share the same channel at different times of the day. We've also seen other changes with Cartoon Network recently as its viewership starts skewing older. Adult Swim's time clock has expanded to be longer. And then also, we've seen Cartoon Network launch classic 90s and 2000 shows earlier to try to capture the older audience that's now watching it, to try to offset the declining audience with it. Look for Cartoon Network to either completely rebrand into something different, maybe a 24/7 Adult Swim network is very possible, shut down and be completely replaced and spin off Adult Swim into something different. We don't know. Just remember, Adult Swim and Cartoon Network are considered two separate networks that just happen to share the same channel at different times of the day. Overall, that's my number one, but not the only network to possibly shut down. But Cartoon Network, definitely high on my list of ones to watch. Next up, Disney XD. Now, we saw Spectrum drop Disney XD, its teen-focused network, but now also Verizon Fios is moving it from its base packages to its most expensive television package with that. And Disney XD saw its primetime ratings drop 44% in 2023. This teen-ish focused network is not attracting teens anymore. Keep a close eye on that to be a network that is most likely to shut down. Followed by Disney Junior. Similar problems, also dropped by Spectrum and being moved around by Verizon into a more expensive package. Disney Junior is now was the 93rd most watched network out of 153 and lost 37% of its primetime viewers in 2023. We're going to keep moving through a few of these other kid ones real quick and get to one that also needs to be paid attention here, Teen Nick. Nick Jr. also is on the chopping block here, but Teen Nick was the number one network to lose primetime viewers in 2025. I would definitely put it in my top 5 most likely to shut down. Keep an eye on it. So we just talked about a ton of kid-related programs and networks. Keep an eye on them. Kids just don't watch TV like they used to. Parents aren't saying, oh, I want to go cook dinner, go watch Disney Junior. They're saying, I'm going to go cook dinner, go watch Disney Plus with that. And that's why we're seeing networks drop these networks, or cable companies drop these networks and move them to more expensive packages. But there's others out there too, including National Geographic channels, including National Geographic Wild. Keep an eye on this. This was also moved, I believe, out of the Verizon base packages to the most expensive. It lost 29% of its ratings, was the 79th most watched channel out of 153, according to a report from Variety. Keep an eye on those National Geographic channels. Disney's been moving a lot of that to Disney Plus, raising questions on if it will be needed. Also watch the BET networks. Now, I don't think the main network's in any danger of going away, but they have quite a few smaller networks out there that have lost a lot, like BET Her, BET Hip Hop, and BET Soul, that have seen their ratings plummet. Rumors and speculation that once again Paramount's going to put this up for sale, but if a sale doesn't happen, some of these networks are going to go away. Paramount has repeatedly tried to sell it and reportedly not received the offers they were looking for. They were looking for more expensive offers, didn't get them, and because of that, they dropped the plans to sell it. Keep an eye on that. I expect them to drop and maybe be gone soon. Also, MTV. All the MTV networks. It won't even surprise me if MTV, the main network, goes away. MTV is not doing its movie and television awards this year. Its music awards are, but they're going to primarily air on CBS and simulcast over on MTV. Viewership has plummeted for MTV, much like kids networks. Their target demographic of teens and young 20s has moved dramatically away from traditional cable television to streaming options. Because of that, we're seeing MTV now run large marathons of Friends. Something I never really thought of MTV as a place to go watch Friends, joining multiple other networks airing blocks of Friends. Because of it, there's really little to make MTV special like it once was. Look for MTV to become a thing of the past, as a lot of its content's migrating over to Paramount Plus and Pluto TV with that. It's definitely in the top of the list there to watch to be canceled. Boomerang's also there. Similar to the kids networks, Boomerang now has a big problem though. MeTV Tunes. Owned by Warner Bros. Discovery, Boomerang is also, with that, I back up. Boomerang is also, I misspoke there, seeing a lot of their content owned by Warner Bros. Discovery move over to MeTV Tunes, which is basically an exact copy of Boomerang, in at least the idea, but available free over there and on a wide range of services now. Keep an eye on Boomerang to struggle as Warner Bros. Discovery struggles to find a market for it. And lastly, FXX. Spectrum's completely dropped it. FXX is one of those networks that at one point was the overflow channel for FX. Well, Disney now really wants FX content to be focused on Hulu. Keep an eye on FXX. It's a big network that I expect to be really a question on it. What is the purpose of it as viewership continues to fall? A few key things to keep an eye on here. Ad revenue. Increasingly, a lot of these networks just, throw some reruns on there, make a bunch of money from ad revenue. A lot of advertisers have been pulling their content, or their ads, I should say, from cable and moving them to digital and streaming, because that ad revenue has plummeted for a lot of these cable networks. Because of that, there's not enough reason to really keep them around. As the number of cable TV companies continue to drop them, pressure on cable companies to consolidate down, cut costs by reducing their operations are going to grow, likely leading to the cancellation of many of these networks. Leave me a comment. What do you think is the most likely network to shut down? You've heard mine, Cartoon Network, but which one do you think is most likely? Leave me a comment. Let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button or hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you all again real soon.